In the serene village of Anatolia, India, nestled at the edge of a dense jungle, farmer Ravi Patel noticed something strange about his prized cow, Rani. Every morning, Rani appeared unusually calm and content, almost unnaturally so. Puzzled, Ravi decided to investigate by setting up a camera in the barn. What the footage revealed left him utterly speechless. Ravi had lived in Anatolia his entire life, a small, tight-knit community of farmers surrounded by sprawling fields and thick jungle. While the occasional visit from wild animals was not uncommon, these encounters were usually harmless. However, recent sightings of a leopardess and her cub had unsettled the villagers. To ensure the community's safety, wildlife authorities had captured and relocated the mother leopard, but her cub had managed to escape. Though life in the village seemed to return to normal, subtle signs suggested the cub was still nearby. Footprints dotted the dirt paths, claw marks appeared on fences, and the faint growl of a young leopard echoed through the nights. Despite these clues, the cub remained elusive, adding an air of mystery to the village. At first, Ravi kept the visits a secret, worried that news of a leopard cub on his farm would spark panic in the village. The presence of a wild predator, even a young one, could lead to demands for its capture or removal. But as whispers spread, curiosity among the villagers grew. Soon, neighbors began visiting Ravi's farm, hoping to catch. Ravi's farm quickly became a hive of activity. News crews set up cameras around the barn, and reporters interviewed him and the villagers about the relationship between Rani and Choti. Despite the whirlwind of attention, Ravi and his family remained steadfast in their priority, protecting the animals and ensuring their well-being. With the media coverage came offers of help and expertise. Wildlife specialists and veterinarians arrived to monitor Choti's health and study her behavior. They were captivated by the bond and saw an opportunity to learn more about leopard behavior and the potential for cross-species connections. Though initially overwhelmed, Ravi welcomed the assistance. The experts' insights and resources helped ensure Choti received regular health checkups, while Rani remained calm amidst the growing commotion. However, the increased attention also brought its share of challenges. Local wildlife authorities reiterated their concerns. They pointed out that while Choti was still a cub, she was growing rapidly. As she matured into a full-size leopard, the risks of keeping a wild predator so close to human habitation would increase significantly. They pressed Ravi to agree to relocate Choti to a wildlife sanctuary, citing safety as the top priority. Amid these growing pressures, a surprising event unfolded. One evening, while making his rounds, Ravi noticed Choti acting strangely. She was restless, pacing around the barn and frequently darting outside. Curious, Ravi followed her movements and soon discovered that Choti had begun bringing larger prey to the barn. At first, he was baffled, but it soon became clear Choti wasn't just providing for Rani, she was demonstrating her hunting skills. The villagers were astounded. The young leopard had taken on a role beyond mere companionship. She saw herself as a provider. The sight of Choti bringing offerings to the cow solidified her place as part of the farm's extended family. It was an extraordinary display of instinct and affection, further deepening the bond between the unlikely pair. But as the bond between Rani and Choti grew stronger, so did the demands to separate them. Wildlife officials and some villagers insisted that keeping a maturing leopard near people and livestock was unsustainable and dangerous. While they admired the relationship, they maintained that safety had to come first. Ravi found himself at a crossroads. The thought of separating Rani and Choti was heartbreaking. He knew it would be devastating for both animals, whose bond had become central to their lives. Ravi pleaded with the officials for more time, hoping to find a solution that wouldn't involve uprooting Choti or breaking their extraordinary connection. For now, he held on to hope that a compromise could be reached, a way to protect Choti while honoring the unique friendship that had captured the hearts of so many. One evening, while making his rounds, Ravi heard an unusual noise coming from the barn. He approached cautiously, peering into the dimly lit space. What he saw left him speechless. Choti stood at the barn's entrance, her small body tense and her ears pinned back in an unmistakable stance of alertness. In the shadows, Ravi caught the glint of eyes. Another predator was lurking. Though he couldn't make out what it was, the threat was clear. Before Ravi could react, Choti sprang into action. She growled fiercely, her small frame emanating a surprising intensity. The intruder hesitated only for a moment before retreating into the darkness, overwhelmed by the young leopard's ferocity. Ravi stood frozen, stunned by what he had just witnessed. Choti, barely more than a cub herself, had defended Rani with unwavering courage. The sight of the leopard protecting the cow was both awe-inspiring and a stark reminder of the complexities of their bond. Choti's actions made one thing clear: she wasn't just Rani's companion. She saw herself as the cow's guardian, willing to defend her at any cost. The next day, Ravi shared the story with the villagers and wildlife officials. The account of Choti's protective instincts quickly spread, adding a powerful new layer to the ongoing debate about her presence. While concerns about the risks remained, many were moved by the display of loyalty and care. Even the authorities couldn't deny the extraordinary nature of the bond. Reluctantly, they agreed to let Choti stay under strict monitoring, with additional measures to ensure the safety of the animals and the villagers. As weeks passed, the story of Rani and Choti captivated the village, becoming a symbol of healing and hope. Ravi realized their bond was born from shared loss. Choti, orphaned after her mother's relocation, sought comfort, while Rani, grieving her calf, embraced a maternal role for the young leopard. Their connection transcended survival. It was a profound partnership rooted in love and solace. As Choti matured into a strong, independent leopard, his instincts guided him toward the wild. One morning, Ravi watched with pride and sadness as Choti, after a final nuzzle, disappeared into the jungle, ready to embrace his true nature. Though the farm felt quieter without Choti, Rani seemed content, her nurturing role fulfilled. The story of their unique bond became a local legend, inspiring visitors to learn about coexistence and the extraordinary connections in nature. Ravi's farm evolved into a beacon of compassion, celebrating the delicate harmony between humanity and wildlife.